So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Light Flash, 1997. This is going to be another Pedro Almodóvar flick. Notice how I was trying hard not to sound like a gringo. Anyway, cool flick. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This is going to be a steamy noir type movie. Much better than Body Heat, I might add. It takes place in Madrid, Spain. There's this boy who gets born on a bus in 1970 Franco-era Spain. I guess the director really hates Franco because Madrid is completely devoid of any activity thanks to curfew or something. Yeah, Franco was a bad guy for sure, but any of the trendy Europeans these days love to make movies about Franco. Trying to think of the other movie that I saw that my mom hated. Pan's Labyrinth or something like that. Yeah, it reminded me of Pan's Labyrinth. So that's the beginning of the movie. Penelope Cruz is having labor on a bus. The son pops out. His name is Victor. And flash forward 20 years later, 1990, Victor steals a pizza so that he can bring it to somebody who's smoking something. I don't know if it's speed or crack or what. But she's all jumped out. She's pretty hot looking though. You get to see her boobies in this one and her arse. I don't know why this one gets an R rating, but Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down gets an NC-17. I mean, yeah, there's more nudity in Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, but still there's full frontal in this one, so I don't get it. And it's male full frontal, I might add. Some unknown actor, known mainly for his shaved eyebrow, which is cool. I'm glad they put a bunch of no names as the male characters because that's how they behave in this movie. It's about a love triangle. So Victor calls this gal and tells her, "Hey, we've got a date tonight." She says, "Nah, I'm meeting somebody else. Sorry, goodbye." Hangs up on him. He's got his pizza ready and everything. So he drives a bus around Madrid looking for her. Just by chance, he sees her in the window. Everything is highly improbable, of course. Typical Pedro Almodóvar style. So he knocks on the door. She thinks that it's her late side business showing up. So she opens the door. She wants to know why she broke the date, which is a legitimate question. She tells him to get out or she'll call the cops. She pulls a gun on him, and then there's a struggle, and you hear gunshots go off. Neighbors call the cops. One guy is drunk. The other guy is screwing the drunk guy's wife. We don't find out a lot of this stuff until later on in the movie, but there are sort of clues when they're talking in the car, right? So they get there. The drunk guy wants to blast the guy away. Shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy. The more subdued, mellow guy is kind of telling him to cool it. He even tells him to give him his gun. Starts pointing the gun at him because he's like totally whacked out, man. So there's another struggle on the ground with the drunk cop and the who attacks the guy, Victor, and both of them end up shooting the mellow cop. I guess his name is David. But it was, I guess we find out later, like in the middle of the movie, that actually the drunk cop had his finger over Victor's finger. So actually, the cop pulled the trigger, but Victor got blamed for it. So he spent 6 years in jail. This Victor guy with the shaved eyebrow, who gets naked. I'm not sure what that scene is for. He's just coming out of the shower, trying to put out a fire. But so he's studying the Bible. He gets his teaching credential in jail, I guess. Not sure how that works. But I guess they give you an opportunity to reform yourself in 1990 Spain. There's a lot of drugs in this, references coke. So pretty cool noir. But ironically, the Victor guy is pretty clean, and he doesn't really want to get revenge per se, but he's kind of reckless, sort of nonchalant about it. So he gets out of jail. He starts following around. The couple now, I guess, the mild cop and the gal that he was trying to date are married now. The guy's doing wheelchair basketball and stuff, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, so Victor gets out of jail. He's following them around. He happens to bump into them during a funeral while he's visiting Penélope Cruz's grave. She dies of cancer, by the way. I'm not sure what her job is. She appears for like 5 minutes in the beginning, and that's about it. But I think she's a hooker because she lives in a really poor area of Madrid, kind of a shanty town, I guess. So he inherits everything from her. Starts following them around. Eventually, he gets a volunteer job where the wifey is working. The gal that he wanted to date, the gal who ended up marrying the cop who was shot. So the wheelchair dude, the husband, naturally gets pissed off. He's jealous. Threatens to kill Victor. But then he sees that Victor is actually boning his the drunk cop's wife. And then we learn that the wheelchair dude was boning the drunk cop's wife for the big night when all that shooting was going on. So there's a lot of plot twists and cool love triangle going on. He starts taking pictures of the two through the window, getting naked, closing the curtains and stuff. I guess he's using it. I didn't figure this out until later, but he's using it sort of as a hedge or an insurance policy, in case his wife decides to go boning Victor, which she does naturally. And she finds out about the whole story about how he was framed and spent 6 years in jail because of that drunk cop framed him. So she feels sorry for him. They spend the entire night together. She's totally honest and upfront about it to the wheelchair dude. Which is a bad idea. He goes berserk, starts showing the drunk cop all the sordid pictures like he's playing private detective in a wheelchair. So the drunk cop goes nuts. By this time, his wife, Clara, separated from him. She writes a note to, it's like a suicide note to Victor inside his shantytown little home where Penelope Cruz used to live, that he inherited. She leaves it on the bed, and then, of course, the husband and the wife, Clara and the drunk cop, shoot each other because the drunk cop finds out where Victor lives. That's all part of the revenge ploy. Because the wheelchair dude wants the drunk cop to shoot Victor, not his wife. But Victor's not home, ironically. So they end up shooting each other instead. And so pretty cool ending. I'm not going to spoil it and give away the ending, but I really enjoyed this flick. I mean, it's got so many plot twists, and the storyline is really good. Much like Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, it has a lot of unnecessary nudity, I think, which is cool. I don't mind the seeing the guy's dingling is. At least he doesn't have a heart on. He's got a shriveled up dingling. And then, of course, the Spanish babe is super hot. She's got fake boobs, probably. But, yeah, I was surprised. I thought I was going to hate this movie at first, which was my initial reaction to Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. But it got me really hooked towards the middle. And you won't want to watch it all the way through instead of getting up for some cherry juice or something. Anyways, long flick, 1 hour, 41 minutes. Once you get past the first hour, the next 45 minutes is just skate right through it. It's really good. This time flies when you're having fun. And the last part of the movie is definitely fun, especially when you learn all these little clues that you picked up on, but it didn't quite register in the beginning. I like those kind of movies. So definitely 5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommended. Check it out later.